Well, hello! Welcome to Faith Factory, where we make disciples of Jesus Christ. I'm Mr. Doug.
And I am Mops.
And we're going to have all kinds of fun today. We're so glad you've joined us here at Faith Factory.
Are you ready?
Ready for what?
The joke of the day.
The joke of the day. I keep forgetting the joke of the day. Yes. All right, we are ready for the joke of the day.
Okay. What is as big as an elephant but weighs nothing?
As big as an elephant, but weighs nothing. I don't know.
It's shadow.
It's shadow. It would be as big as an elephant and not weigh anything. Oh, well, you always have such great jokes of the day. Thank you for sharing that with us, Mops. And would you help us also kick off today with our theme song?
The theme song, yes.
All right, let me grab the words.
Okay. And remember, you can hop on the word place or clap your hands, whichever you like. There we go.
Can you see the words?
We can.
All right, let me...
Start the music machine.
Okay, I got to crank it up here.
This is the place to be together. This is the place to learn and have some fun. This is the place for friends and family, together forever as one. Come on! This is the place to be together. We've got a lot to do before we're done. Have some fun. This is the place to help each other, together forever as one. One in family, one in spirit, one in kindness, that's what we do. Love is calling, and we hear it. We're all here, and God is too. This is the place to be together. This is the place to learn and have some fun. This is the place for friends and family, together forever as one. Let's go, everybody! This is the place to be together. This is the place to learn and have some fun. This is the place for friends and family, to be together forever as one. Together forever as one. Together forever as one.
All right. Good job, everybody.
Yes, everyone's getting really good at singing that song. You're doing it well.
It's lots of fun.
All right, get the words out of here. There are the words. All right. Mops, it's time.
A surprise?
Yeah, I know you've been waiting for this surprise
I have.
for
It's
a long
time.
All right, let me grab it here. I've got it right in this bag. That's a surprise. It's a bag.
A bag?
No, I'm just kidding you. Something inside that you really like. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. What we have inside are...
Milk duds!
Milk duds,
Yum!
yes. Oh, and I know that's your favorite.
Can I have some now?
Actually, we're going to wait and have these after lunch, all right?
Oh, okay.
We'll be having lunch in a little bit, and then we'll have some, okay?
Okay.
But I know you like these Milk duds, and they're one of my favorites, too. But did you know that there's a story about the way they made Milk duds? Did you know that the man who made Milk duds wanted his candies to come out perfectly round? But they didn't. He kept trying and trying and trying, and they didn't come out round at all. See? They're not round.
They're all bumpy.
They're bumpy and they're not round. No, not at all. And he got really frustrated, really upset, and he was really disappointed. And he kept trying and trying and trying, and the candies wouldn't come out round. He put chocolate and he put caramel together, but they weren't round. And so he was really disappointed, and he called them duds. Dud is a word you use for something that doesn't work like it's supposed to, doesn't turn out right. Maybe somebody's gone to a new movie, it's supposed to be so exciting and good, and they see it and they come back and they tell you, that was a real dud. It just wasn't a very good movie. Or maybe somebody tries a new recipe and it doesn't taste very good, so they say that was a dud. Or I know people that shoot off fireworks, the professional people that shoot off fireworks, if a firework doesn't go off, they call it a dud. It's a dud. And that's the word that this man used, to describe this candy. He used the word milk because they were made from milk chocolate, and then duds because they didn't turn out right. But they tasted good, and people encouraged him to go ahead and sell them anyway, even though they had the name Milk Dud. Well, you know, when I heard that story, Mops, I thought about, does God ever make a dud? Does God ever make something that doesn't turn out right, turn out the way it's supposed to be? And then I remember there's a verse in the Bible that talks about that. It's found in Psalm 139 in the Great Big Bible. So let me grab it right here. The Great Big Bible. Oh, here it is. All right. And let me open it up. Okay. Psalm 139, verses 1 through 14. Now, the book of Psalms is in the Old Testament. All right. It was written before Jesus came. And what do we call the part of the Bible that was written after Jesus came? Any ideas? The New Testament. That's right. It's the New Testament. But this is in the Old Testament. And the book of Psalms actually is a book of songs that the people sang. The Hebrew people sang these songs. Now, when we look at song lyrics, we're always looking for how the words rhyme. But in Hebrew poetry, there isn't a rhyme. They sang these songs, but they weren't worried about the words rhyming. And we know this was used for music because it says right here at the beginning of Psalm 139, it says, for the director of music, it's like maybe for the choir director or the person leading those that were playing the instruments, and it says a song of David. That means that King David wrote these words, and he wrote a lot of the psalms, a lot of the songs that are in the Bible, and other people wrote them as well. So we have these words that were actually a song. Now, we're not going to sing it. We're just going to read it. Psalm 139, verses 1 through 14. It says, Lord, you have examined me. You know all about me. You know when I sit down and when I get up. You know my thoughts before I think them. You know where I go and where I lie down. You know well everything I do. Lord, even before I say a word, you already know what I'm going to say. You are all around me, in front and in back. You have put your hand on me. Your knowledge is amazing to me. It's more than I can understand.
So, Mr. Doug?
Yes, Mops?
God knows all about us? God knows everything we do?
That's right. God knows all about us. Everything we do, God knows about. There's nothing we can do that God won't know about it.
Wow.
He knows all about us because he loves us so much. All right, let's continue. Verse 7. Where can I go to get away from your spirit? Where can I run from you? If I go up to the skies, you are there. If I lie down where the dead are, you are there. If I rise with the sun in the east and settle in the west beyond the sea, even there you would guide me. With your right hand you would hold me. I could say, the darkness will hide me, the light around me will turn into night. But even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as light as the day. Darkness and light are the same to you.
So, God is with us everywhere we go?
That's right. Everywhere we go, God is with us. We can never go any place where God cannot be with us. And King David even talks about the darkness. He says, even when we're in the dark, God can still see us. God still knows. And that's comforting, isn't it? Because sometimes I get afraid of the dark.
Me too.
And then I remember, oh, but God can see me and God is with me. All right. Verse 13. You made my whole being. You formed me in my mother's body. I praise you because you made me in an amazing and wonderful way. What you have done is wonderful. I know this very well.
I like that. God made us amazing and wonderful.
That's right. God did make us amazing and wonderful, Mops. No duds. No duds. God made us an amazing and wonderful way. Now, that's a very special story and an answer to that question, right? God doesn't make duds. Well, I have some signs I want to show you, and these signs help us understand what the King David was talking about in Psalm 139. All right, let me grab them for you here. All right, here we go. Here we go. The first says, you are created by God. That's what King David wanted us to know, and that's what God wants us to know. And he tells us that over and over and over in the Bible, that we are created by God. God created us. And it wasn't by some accident that we came into being. God created us. All right. The second thing in our psalm is, you are known by God. God knows you. God knows all about you, what you think, what you say, where you go. God knows all about you. All right. The third thing is, you are wonderfully made. That's so important to know, that God has made us in a wonderful and amazing way, that we are wonderfully made. That makes us very special, doesn't it? Yes. And you were created to be you. God didn't create you to be just like everybody else. God created you, to be very special, to be you. And that's so important to know. So let's review these one more time. You are created by God. You are known by God. You are wonderfully made. And you were created to be you. Very, very special. Kind of reminds me of the milk duds. They're not all the same, right? All different shapes. Just like we're all different shapes, and God made us in many different ways. But God created each of us in a very special way to be the person that we are. God created you to be you. Well, in our craft today, we're going to be continuing with that thought. Let me grab our craft sheets here today. And just as a reminder, for our activity pages and craft pages, you can go to our church's website, wadsworthumc.com. And you'll see a button there for the activity pages for Faith Factory. Just click on that. You can print them out, do the activity pages, and then do our craft page. All right. Here is for our craft today. We have 2 pages. We have one for girls and one for boys. So you can print out one for girls or one for boys, or if there's more than one child in your family, just print out for everybody so they have them and you see their pictures. And they've got a big mouth, don't they? All right, here's what we're going to do. So print those out, and then you're going to grab your crayons or colored pencils, and you're going to color your picture, all right? Just like I've colored mine, all right? Tried to make it look like me as much as I could. All right, and once you get it colored, then you're going to get a pen or a marker. Oops, let me find mine right down here. All right. And then I want you to think about the special way God made you. What makes you so special? Let me think about that. For me, I like to laugh. I like to laugh, and I like to make others laugh, okay? Let's see what else. Did you notice what color I color? My favorite color is blue, all right? So let me put that on there. Blue, all right. Let's see what else makes me different and unique. I like pizza. Not everybody likes pizza. A lot of people do, but I like pizza. All right, got it. Let's see. I play the drums. All right, put that on there. I play the drums. What else? I like to juggle. Juggle. Okay. Let's see what else. I like to help others. Let me put that on there. Help other people. All right. And what else? I love God. I love God. And I hope you can all put that on yours too, that you love God and Jesus. All right. So you can just write the words on there. Okay, and then once you've written on that, let me take it off my little clipboard here. Then we're going to fold it. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a fold right here along the top of the mouth. So just fold that down just like that, right along the top of the mouth. Crease it good. And then you're going to take the top of the mouth so it meets the bottom of the mouth. All right, and you're going to put a crease on there. Okay, so let me just crease it good. All right, so now the mouth is closed. That's what I look like when my mouth is closed. And then when I open it, you can see all the things that make me different and unique. It's as if I'm telling you about all the wonderful ways that God has made me and made me different and unique. And the thing is that no one will have all the same thing written inside, the same words, right? Because we're all different and unique. Everyone will have something different and unique. So think about what makes you special, the special way that God made you, what you like to do, and just write it down. And then you're going to hang this up so that you can remember the special and wonderful way that God made you. All right, and hope you'll have fun with that craft. I had fun working on it today. All right, well now it's time for our game. All right, are you ready to play the game? All right, here we go. Mops, are you ready to play?
I'm still coloring my mouth mover. Can I play from over here?
Oh yeah, you can play from over there. All right,
Okay.
Mops is finishing up his craft, and that's fine. If you're still finishing up your craft, or you want to do it later, that's fine too. All right, well let me get our game out here. Here's our game. This is called the refrigerator magnet game. And you see I've got all different kind of refrigerator magnets from different countries. These are from all around the world, and we're going to play a game with these, okay? See, God knows us, or whatever we do or wherever we go. God knows where we're at. And so we're going to play a game with these because even if we went to all these different places around the world, God would know where we are. God would be with us. So let's try something here. I will start out with just a few to make it a little bit easier, okay? All right. Whoops. Okay. All right. And I dropped one, so I'll pick that up. All right. So let me get these up here on here for you. Okay. Let me show these to you. Now here's how we play the game. You're going to look at the refrigerator magnets, stare at them, get an idea of what the pictures are, and then I'm going to take one away and I'm going to see if you can guess which one we took away, all right? Can you see all those? All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me mix them up. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? All right.
That's kind of hard. I think there was one that was kind of white in the background. Is that the one you took away?
Yes, you're right. You're right. It was this one right here. It's white in the background.
Has a butterfly on it.
Butterfly. It says London. All right. That's from London. Okay, very good. Very good. So let's try this side over here with 5. We did 4. Let's do 5. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. All right, take a look. Study this. Okay. See the pictures. All right. Okay, all right, let me take one away. Whoops, get it to stick on the back here. All right, let me mix these up. Okay, take a look and see if you can tell which one is missing. All right, which one is missing?
Let me think. I think there was one that was red and had a lady on it.
Red with a lady. Oh, you're right. You're right. This is the one right here. This was from Korea, and it has a Korean woman on it and a Korean house there in the back, a palace. All right. Very good. Okay, let's try a few more here. Make it even more interesting. All right. I'll add a few here. Okay.
How many are we going to have this time?
We are going to have 7.
Oh.
7, okay? I'll show them, make sure you can see them, Mops.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry if I haven't been showing them to you, but you've been able to play along. Okay, take a look. Take a look. All right, give you another second or two. All right, let me remove one. Let me remove one. All right, let me mix them up here. Okay. All right.
Was there one with a big tall building in the middle? Is that the one that's gone?
Oh, what do you think, everybody? Is that the one? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. All right. That big tall building is the Washington Monument from Washington,
Oh.
D.C. All right, very good. Let's do this one more time with all of them. Okay, this is going to be
all of them.
this is going to be tricky. All right. All right. We'll try not to make it too hard. Okay. All right, here you go. Take a look. Take a look at them. It's going to be a little bit harder, so give you a few extra seconds to look at them. Okay. Going to take one away. Mix them all up here. Mix, mix, mix. All right. Take a look. Can you tell which one is missing? I know this is hard because there's a lot of them up there.
Oh. There are lots. The ones that we took away before are still there. But is there one with maybe mountains missing?
Mountains. What do you think? Were there mountains that are missing now? Let's look. You are right. It was the mountains from the country of Georgia. All right.
Wow.
Not the state of Georgia, the country of Georgia. All right. Well, you did a great job, and it's always fun to play the refrigerator magnet game. And you can play that at home on your own refrigerator if you have magnets on it. You can put some on there and have everyone in the family look at them, then have them close their eyes, you take one away and see if they can guess which one is missing. So that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we tried that new game today. Moms, did you enjoy that?
That was fun.
All right, good, good. How's your project coming?
Oh, it's still going. I'm still working on it.
Okay, you keep working. All right, you keep working on it. In the meantime, we're going to do our Bible memory verse, all right? So let me pull that up here. Bible memory verse. This was our verse last week, and we're going to use it for a couple of weeks here, and we're going to work on memorizing it, okay? And reading it over and over and over and then committing it to memory. So let's read it together. Here we go. You, Lord, are to be blessed. Teach me your statutes. Psalm 119, verse 12. And remember what statutes are? They're God's commands. It's commandments, God's word is what God wants us to do, all right? And it's so good to know them. And see the girl in the picture? She's worshiping. She's just talking to God in prayer and worshiping and saying thank you. And it's if she's saying these very words. Let's read it together again. You, Lord, are to be blessed. Teach me your statutes. Psalm 119, verse 12. All right, you did a great job, and we'll continue to work on that in the weeks ahead. Well, now it's time for the Quizinator! All right, let me grab...
I'm glad I got my craft done in time.
Okay, good. Just perfect. Your timing is perfect, Mops. I've got the Quizinator here. Let me set it for Psalm 139. Turn it on. And then I'll look on the screen here in the back, and there's some questions that are forming. All right, questions are coming up. And remember, if what I read is true, you raise your hand. If what I read is not true, if it's false, you keep your hand down to your side. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? All right, Mops, you ready?
Ready.
All right, everybody ready? Here we go. You were created by God. Well, hands up, that's right. God created each and every one of us. All right. Number 2, there are some things God does not know about you. That'd be hands down, right? God knows all about us. All right. Number 3, God knows about everything you do. That's right, that's true, God does. All right. Number 4, God knows your thoughts before you think them. Psalm 139 tells us God knows our thoughts before we think them. Hands up, that's good. All right, number 5, God is not able to go everywhere you go. That would be hands down, right? God can go everywhere we go, all right? God goes there before we even get there. He's already there, all right? Number 6, God puts you together by chance without a plan for your life. By chance with no plan. Oh, that would be hands down, right? That would be hands way down because God had a plan. It wasn't by chance or accident that we are created. God had a plan and created us. All right, number 7, God made you in an amazing and wonderful way. Hands up, right? God made us in an amazing and wonderful way. Very good, all right? Number 8, you were created by God to be just like everyone else. No, that would be hands down. That'd be hands way down because we're not just like everybody else. God made us all unique and different and wonderful, right? And number 9, God loves you exactly the way you are. That'd be hands up. That'd be hands way, way up because God loves us exactly the way we are. Now, sometimes we make mistakes, right? But that's why it's so great that we can go to God and ask for forgiveness. And God will forgive us because God loves us. All right. So I hope you'll never forget that God loves you in a very, very deep and special way. Well, we've had lots of fun here at Faith Factory today. And Mops, I think we're ready to close our time with a word of prayer.
Okay.
Are you ready to pray?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody ready to pray? Let's bow our heads. Let's close our eyes. Let's fold our hands and let's talk to God. Dear God, thank you for making us in a wonderful, wonderful way. Thank you for the way you put us together and made us different and unique, and we're very special, and we're so glad that we can celebrate the way that you've made us, and not only the way that you've made us, but the way you've made other people as well, and you've made them unique and special. And we all have special talents and gifts and things we like to do, and we can all use those and work together to be your people and to do what you want us to do. So we thank you for that. And God, I want to pray for all the children and their families. Just be with them and help them as they grow in their faith, as they grow in their understanding of your word. And we pray all these things now in the name of Jesus. And all God's children said in a loud and mighty voice, Amen! Well, thank you so much for joining us today at Faith Factory. We'll see you next time. All right, bye now.
Bye.